first one is L for, what is it?
Low self-concept or
Right.
shaky self-concept.
Okay.
So self-concept is who we believe we are in the world. And there's kind of a holistic self-concept, how you feel about yourself in general. But then there's also sort of these various segments to your self-concept and self-esteem. So you may have very high academic self-esteem, but maybe lower athletic self-esteem. Or you may have really high athletic self-esteem, but lower social and romantic self-esteem. And so whatever area in which you find that your self-concept is more shaky, that tends to be the area in which self-sabotage is more likely to occur, because you may believe that you don't deserve good things to happen to you, or maybe you're not good enough, and those types of things can turn into self-fulfilling prophecies.
That makes sense. If this is resonating for you watching this, hit that thumbs up button or leave a comment below, because my hunch is that this is resonating for everybody. Even for high achievers like yourself, there are still areas of our lives where we go, why are we not better? Why are we not happier, more fulfilled here?
Exactly. And I think that that's what people really do when they start to assess and notice, wow, there's certain areas in my life that could be better. And I want to sort of state this up front, that most of the times people feel pretty good about 80 to 90% of their life. But it's really that 10 to 20% where, man, why can't I get to my goal here? Like, why do I keep tripping up? Yet I can do all of this stuff in this area of my life. So maybe my work life is awesome, maybe my friendship life is awesome, but like the dating life is just not coming together. Why? Or my work life is awesome, my dating life is awesome, but man, I just cannot get my health into better shape. Why not? There's always like one or two areas where you see yourself getting stuck. And that's what we're trying to figure out, is like, how do we unstick you so you can move on and achieve those goals and live the life that you wanted to live?
Get unstuck so your life doesn't suck. Okay, what's
I like that.
there's my little tidbit. What's all right,
I is internalized beliefs. So these are the beliefs that you learned from childhood, and those beliefs are really prominent because when we first come into the world, it's the first time that we're learning about anything. We're learning about who we are in the world, how people respond to us, whether we're loved, what people think of us, personality traits. All of these things happen early childhood. And in early childhood, because it's your first exposure to these things, you remember them so much more. Our human brains have this propensity to actually integrate new information into our existing schema. So, you know, once we've established a certain belief system, when new information comes in, you're not going to say, hey, maybe my existing belief system doesn't make sense anymore. No, you're going to say, there's a way to twist that and make it make sense in my existing system. And so something that can really apply is when you watch your parents or other important adults and see how they navigate problems. And if they present as a little bit anxious, oh my gosh, you definitely can't go out there because you can't trust anyone. Well, when you learn that lesson as a child, as an adult, you might actually adopt that for yourself, and you start to take on those same beliefs, and then that colors how you interact with your goals, with other people in your life, and how you go through life in general.
Makes sense. All right, what about F?
F is fear of the unknown or change. Human beings in general are not great with change overall because change is tough. Change means that you are not the master of your universe for at least a brief moment. And for all human beings to survive and feel good about themselves, they need to feel like they're in control. And they want to know what's coming up. And so there's certain personality traits, though, that lead you to be more uncomfortable with change. And if you're uncomfortable with change or the unknown, it's harder for you to reach to higher levels of goals because there's going to be a period of time in which you're not exactly sure what's going to happen. And so these types of people tend to sort of confine themselves to the familiar, and they kind of get stuck in sort of more of like a ho-hum pattern rather than really push themselves to get past that discomfort so that they can live a better and more fulfilling life.
Got it. All right, and we round it out with E.
E is excessive need for control. So this is for my high achieving people, people who might describe themselves as type A.
Are you E?
I'm totally an E.
You're
100%. Yeah, I mean, I say this with the most love when I say type A because I self-identify as a type A. And my husband is a type A also, so you can imagine the two of us, like we can butt heads over very small things. But type A people, they love control. And sometimes when you're on your way to goal attainment, there's going to be an aspect of it that you can't control, and that makes them uncomfortable, and that makes them not want to reach for their goals. And it's very easy to see that that can happen in a variety of different things when your element is excessive need for control, because the minute somebody says, well, you're not going to be able to control this part of the process, and you're going to say, forget it, I'm going to maybe go another way. But maybe you should have like stuck the course and just dealt with that discomfort.